break of this.
Hello and welcome. We are live from New Delhi. You're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Express News. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. We'll start with the top story. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday bid farewell to lawmakers retiring from the upper house of the country's parliament, Rajya Sabha. Prime Minister commended former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's contribution and said that Dr. Singh worked even while in a wheelchair. 68 members of the Rajya Sabha are retiring between February and May after completion of their terms. Chairperson of the House bid farewell to them. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended an event marking the 150th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada in country's capital, New Delhi. Srila Prabhupada was the founder of Gaudiya Mission. Prime Minister Modi reiterated the importance of devotion and said that it gives hope and confidence. The Prime Minister also released a commemorative stamp and a coin in honor of the spiritual guru. India's President Draupadi Murmu inaugurated a 4-day cultural extravaganza on the richness of the country's northeast at Amrit Udyan at Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. The event has been curated to showcase the rich diversity of India's northeast, blending traditional art, craft and culture under one vibrant umbrella. The Mahotsav is expected to see participation of more than 320 weavers, artisans, farmers and entrepreneurs from the northeast. Indian Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar met Prime Minister of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, Mark Phillips, at his official residence in New Delhi. The two leaders discussed India-Guyana relations and shared commitment of both the nations towards sustainable development, green energy and combating climate change. India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presents a copy of White Paper on the Indian economy in Parliament on Thursday. It compares the economic performance of 10 years of the UPA government with that of 10 years of the BJP-led NDA government. India's Home Minister Amit Shah on Thursday said that the Home Affairs Ministry has decided to scrap the free movement regime between India and Myanmar to ensure internal security and maintain the demographic structure of India's northeastern states bordering Myanmar. During the weekly press briefing, India's External Affairs spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal underscored that there are significant concerns in Myanmar and government has issued directive for safe evacuation of the Indian citizens. The 17th staff talks between the Indian and French Navy was held on the 6th and 7th of this month in New Delhi. The talks witnessed active participation from both the sides. Defence Minister said that both sides acknowledged to growing cooperation between the two navies and agreed to enhance collaboration in the maritime domain. Indian Parliament's lower house passed the Finance Bill 2024 by a voice vote on Wednesday. The bill seeks to continue the existing rates of income tax for the financial year 2024-25, among many others. Delhi Police in East District monitored the situation around Delhi-Noida-Chila border as farmers continue to march towards Indian Parliament over their various demands. French aerospace manufacturer Airbus has been awarded a contract to Dynamatic Technologies, an Indian firm, for the production of its A220 family aircraft doors. Chief Minister of the Indian state of Goa, Pramod Sawant, presented a revenue surplus budget of $3.3 billion for the financial year 2024-25, with no additional taxes being imposed on the citizens of the coastal state. The Indian markets ended in red on Thursday. Sensex tanked 723.57 points to settle at 71,428.43. While Nifty falls 212.55 points to 21,717.95. Rupee settles 1 paisa higher at 82.95 after RBI's monetary policy decision. Gold future maturing on 5th April stood at Rs 62,360 per 10 grams on Multi Commodity Exchange of India Limited. Silver futures maturing on 5th March stood at Rs 70,278 per kg on the MCX. India's central bank, the Reserve Bank of India's Monetary Policy Committee, has kept the repo rate unchanged at 6.5%. It decided to remain focused on the withdrawal of the accommodative stance. RBI Governor Shaktikant Das said that India's real GDP growth for the current financial year ending in March 2024 is also pegged at 7%. He said that global inflation has softened and he expected it to moderate further in 2024. Britain's opposition Labour Party scaled back its flagship pledge to spend £28 billion on building up green industries when it provides an update on the policy on Thursday. Despite US Fed's clear-cut indications of deferment of rate cuts anytime soon, Wall Street's major stock indexes rose on Wednesday. S&P 500 also scaled up to a record high. In India's Jammu and Kashmir, the government has established a high-tech snow control room to effectively tackle any snowfall situation. The facility is equipped with the latest technology machines made for all types of snow clearing operations. The move aims to provide connectivity during winters. Moscow experienced a heavy blizzard on Wednesday, with the snow blanket breaking a quarter-century record. Traffic remains complicated due to limited visibility. Municipal authorities recommend motorists switch to public transport and clean streets. The snowfall is caused by cyclone Olga, which will affect many regions of Russia and Europe and Asia, according to meteorologists. Over 40,000 people have been affected by the fires that started last Friday. Chile's National Disaster Risk Management Department said that nearly 30 institutions have mobilized their resources to provide necessary help. Temporary shelters have been set up to house hundreds of displaced people, while local residents are volunteering their time and skills to assist in post-disaster reconstruction. Death toll from the forest fires had risen to 131. The wildfires burned over 9,700 hectares in the Valparaiso region amid a heat wave. The European Union's Copernicus Climate Change Service said on Thursday that January this year is the warmest January on record. The exceptional heat has been fueled by human-caused climate change and the El Niño weather phenomena. A volcano erupted on Thursday in southwest Iceland for the second time this year. The country's meteorological office said that it is the sixth outbreak on the Reykjanes Peninsula since 2021. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected Hamas' latest offer for a ceasefire and return of hostages held in the Gaza Strip. Calling Hamas' position delusional, Netanyahu renewed his pledge to destroy the group, saying there is no alternative for Israel but to bring about its collapse. Hamas proposed a 4.5-month-long ceasefire during which all hostages would be freed, Israel would withdraw its troops from Gaza, and an agreement would be reached to end the conflict. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has said that Hamas's proposal for a Gaza ceasefire has clear non-starters, but it leaves space for an agreement to be reached. In a bid to put an end to ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict, Jordan's King Abdullah has begun a tour of major Western capitals on Thursday. Pakistanis voted on Thursday to elect a new government amid terrorist attacks and economic crisis. The election comes almost 2 years since former PM Imran Khan was ousted in a no-confidence vote. 5 people were killed in terror attacks in Pakistan on Thursday after temporarily suspending mobile phone services to strengthen the security. 2 explosions near electoral candidates' offices in Pakistan's southwestern province of Balochistan killed 26 people and wounded dozens on Wednesday. Islamic State claimed responsibility for the blast. A U.S. military strike on Wednesday in Iraq's capital Baghdad killed a Hezbollah commander who was responsible for attacks on U.S. forces in the region. Ukraine destroyed 11 out of 17 Russian drones over 4 regions of the country on Thursday. The drones damaged more than 20 residential and commercial houses, but no casualties were reported. European Union's foreign policy chief Josep Borrell called on Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky on Thursday to talk about accelerating artillery ammunition supply and a draft law on mobilization that passed first reading in Ukraine's parliament. Josep Borrell also discussed about EU military and financial support with top Ukrainian officials as the country faces an acute shortage of ammunition and artillery shells. US Senate Republicans blocked a bipartisan border deal that had taken months to negotiate, but said that they could still approve and for Ukraine and Israel that had been tied up in the deal. Senators in both parties are now engaged in an urgent round of talks to see if they can reach an agreement that would allow the chamber to open up debate on a foreign aid package without the border security provisions. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said that White House is focused on getting a Ukraine aid package through the U.S. Congress. He believed that the U.S. still can and will deliver aid to Ukraine. 5 U.S. soldiers were missing on Wednesday after the wreckage of the helicopter was found near the city of Santiago on the country's Pacific coast. The helicopter was found hours after it went missing in a mix of heavy rain and snow, failing to reach a U.S. Air Force station in the state of California. Search and rescue efforts are on for the missing crew. At least 5 agents of Haiti's Armed Environmental Agency were killed in a shootout with police in the country's capital, Port-au-Prince, on Wednesday. The clash follows days of protests for the resignation of acting Prime Minister Ariel Henry, who in December 2022 had signed a non-binding accord to step down by the 7th of February this year. UN nuclear watchdog chief Rafael Grossi visited the Russian-occupied Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine on Wednesday and welcomed the reduction in shelling around the plant. Thousands of Slovaks protested outside the country's parliament on Wednesday against government plans to lower punishments for corruption and scrap a prosecution office that probes high-profile crimes. Nicaragua's government on Wednesday said that it has granted political asylum to Panama's former president Ricardo Martinelli, who is currently facing a lengthy prison sentence in his home country. 2 police officers were shot and injured while responding to a shooting incident in East Lansdowne, Pennsylvania. North Korea's Supreme People's Assembly has voted to scrap all agreements signed with South Korea, in fact, on promoting economic cooperation. Prince William thanked the British public for the kind messages about his wife Kate following her recent surgery and about his father King Charles after he was diagnosed with cancer as he returned to official duties on Wednesday. Belgium has banned the import of hunting trophies from rare or threatened animals, including alligators, lions, tigers, elephants, rhinoceros, turtles, orangutans, lemurs, and northern hairy-nosed wombats. The European Parliament called for a ban on trophies derived from species listed by cities in October 2022. EU law requires an import permit for trophies of threatened or rare species. New York's Bronx Zoo is offering a Valentine's Day campaign where anyone can name a Madagascar hissing cockroach as a gift. The campaign began in 2011 and raised $1.1 million for the Wildlife Conservation Society and Bronx Zoo. The campaign includes a digital certificate, a virtual meetup with the cockroach, road socks, and a plush for those who sign up for the cause. In Cologne, Germany, female inmates at Ossendorf prison celebrated the 5th season of carnival culture by dressing up and celebrating for a few hours. A young sea lion was returned to the ocean after recovering from a neck injury from a fishing net on the Argentine coast. The animal was malnourished and dehydrated with a deep cut to its neck. Rescuers warned of the devastating impact of sea pollution, including stray fishing nets on the ocean's ecosystem. The 20th anniversary of the Puppy Bowl will be celebrated on February 11th with a simulcast across multiple platforms. The event will feature 131 puppies from 73 shelters and rescues across 36 states and territories. Animal Planet has partnered with brands to enhance the experience and drive awareness for animal adoption. Fans can engage with the event through multi-platform elements. Monarch butterflies in Mexican overwintering forests experienced a 59.3% decrease in presence between 2023-24, the second smallest area occupied since 1993. Factors like high temperatures, droughts, reduced milkweed availability, herbicide and pesticide use, and North American land use changes have contributed to the decline of these butterflies. Australians said on Thursday that they supported a new proposed law that would give workers the right to ignore calls and messages from their bosses outside of work hours, but some business leaders slammed it as overreach. Artists from 12 cities of 9 countries worldwide performed a captivating rendition of a classic Chinese percussion piece, Rising Dragons, Leaping Tigers, to celebrate Chinese New Year that falls on 10th February. The United Arab Emirates put on a splendid light show presented in 8K ultra-high definition on Wednesday night on Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, to celebrate the arrival of the Chinese New Year. Shahid Kapoor and Kriti Sanan's Teri Baaton Mein Aisa Uljha Jiya is all set to hit the theatre screens with an advance collection of 93.66 lakh rupees. In a pastel blue fitted dress, Indian actress Kareena Kapoor attended the Doha Jewellery and Watches Exhibition 2024 in Qatar. Actor couple Vikrant Massey and Sheetal Thakur shared that they have become parents to a son. Taken to Instagram on Wednesday, the duo shared a joint post announcing the good news. Hrithik Roshan, star of Fighter, collects a little over $2 billion in 14 days with mixed response from both the audience and the critics. John Abraham unveiled the poster of his forthcoming film Veda, for which he will be sharing screen space with Sharvari Wagh. The film will hit the theatres on July 12th. Taylor Swift fans filled Tokyo Dome for the start of her Eras tour in Asia. Despite news of emissions from her private jet due to her hectic travel schedule, fans were unfazed and excited to watch the pop sensation perform live. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concert film will start streaming next month on Disney Plus with the addition of 5 songs that were not shown in theatres. British actor Tom Holland is set to return to the West End stage in 2024 for a new production of Romeo and Juliet in London. The play will run for 12 weeks from May at London's Duke of York's Theatre. Tom Holland, who is best known for playing Spider-Man, will portray the lead role of Romeo Montague in the new production directed by Jamie Lloyd. The trailer of director Michael Zyko Hall's Peter 5'8", starring Kevin Spacey, is out. The film marks a comeback for Kevin, who was cleared in a UK court in July last year for sexually assaulting 4 men. Virat Kohli's absence in the England series is set to be extended, with the senior India batter expected to miss the 3rd and 4th tests. Team India will play 3rd and 4th tests against England in Rajkot and Ranchi respectively. Indian boxers continue to put up a stellar show at the 75th Stranja Memorial Tournament in Sofia, capital of Bulgaria. Commonwealth Games gold medalist Amit Panghal won by 5-0 in the 51 kg category. Besides, Akash defeated Traor Makan of France in 71 kg category. Second seed India's Sumit Nagal stormed into the quarterfinals of the Chennai Open. Nagal defeated Italy's Giovino Fonio 7-5, 6-2. Host and defending champions Qatar beat Iran 3-2 in a thrilling Asian Cup semi-final. Nigeria secured a spot in the Africa Cup of Nations final. Goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali saved 2 penalties, which saw the Super Eagles win over South Africa 4-2. Ivory Coast reached the Africa Cup of Nations final with a 1-0 win over Democratic Republic of Congo. The organizers of the 2026 Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games unveiled the official mascots. The Olympics in Italy are scheduled to run from February 6th to 22nd before the Paralympics, which takes place from March 6th to 15th. Alright, that's all for this edition of Express News, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X, formerly Twitter and Instagram. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Abhishek. From all of us here in Delhi, thanks for watching DD India.